Yes, Mr. Armendariz. All right. Let's see, Ms. Manzano, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Armendariz, can you hear me, sir? Mr. Armendariz?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Let me go ahead and get started on this matter. All right. The court is calling cause number 2013 DCM 2172. This is a hearing on an original petition and suit affecting parent-child relationship. Parties in this case are Julio Armendariz and Ashley Manzano, who are present before me on this Zoom application. My name is Antonio Rodriguez. I'm the Associate Judge for the Title 40 Court here in El Paso, Texas, also commonly referred to as known as the Child Support Court. We are appearing on this matter on a Zoom application since we cannot appear in court because of the current pandemic crisis. We're not allowed to conduct in-person hearings at the courthouse. However, the state of Texas, the Supreme Court, the Council of Judges, and the Office of Court Administration have permitted courts to conduct remote hearings, and we're doing so on this Zoom application. This matter is also being live streamed through the YouTube channel. That is to comply with the Texas rules that we have to keep open courts available to the public. However, as soon as the hearing is completed, that live stream will be taken off the YouTube channel. Further, this matter is being recorded on the computer recording system, and that is the official recording in this matter. I'll ask parties not to talk over each other because sometimes the audio portion may give out. Anytime we're dealing with computer issues, that may happen. Or you may be inadvertently kicked out of the live session. If that should happen, just sign back in the way you just did earlier today, and I'll let you back into this session. All right, those are the general rules that will apply in every single case, so I'm not singling you out in any way, manner, or shape. Okay, so at this point in time, I'm going to ask the Attorney General to make an announcement on this case, then I'll ask the parties. We can go ahead and conduct the hearing on this matter. All right, Ms. Kaplan, what is, I understand there's a partial agreement in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. Lindsay Kaplan for the state. The parties have reached an agreement as to the issues of conservatorship, visitation, and retroactive support. The parties agree to no retroactive or back child support. The parties agree to joint managing conservatorship. The parties agree to visitation by agreement and having the standard possession order as a backup option failing agreement. And the matters not agreed upon are the issues of current child support and medical support.
Okay, all right. All right, I'll ask the parties, so far, is this your agreement, Mr. Armendariz?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Is this your agreement so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Ms. Manzano, is this your agreement so far?
No, sir.
I'm sorry?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, what is it that you did not agree upon?
The amount of monthly child support.
Okay, I know that was not an agreement. So I know we have an issue on current child support and also, I believe you said also medical support. Those are the issues. Everything else has agreed upon?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Having heard the parties stipulate, with regard to those matters agreed upon, the court will adopt that agreement and make that agreement part of the court order. We'll now proceed on the issues that remain, which is on the setting support and the medical support. All right, go ahead, Ms. Kaplan.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Mr. Armendariz as a witness.
Okay, let me go ahead and do this first. Let me have both of you please raise your right hand so I can swear you in. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes,
Thank you.
Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Armendariz, I didn't hear you.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. All right. All right, and for the record, the court did approve the agreement so far. And the remaining issues are on child support and medical support. All right, go ahead,
Oh.
Ms.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Your Honor, may I also briefly question the parties about the issue of geographic restriction?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Armendariz, are you employed, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And where are you currently working?
I work for Lowe's Home Improvement,
And how much do you earn at your job?
16.42 an hour.
And do you work a week?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have any other children?
No, ma'am.
And how long have you worked at this job?
A year and 7 months.
Do you have any other sources of income?
No, ma'am.
Do you have health insurance available through your employer?
No, ma'am.
Child support was previously calculated in this case, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
To be $575.
Mhm.
You stated that that's not affordable for you. Why is that?
For my other expenses that I have, and I understand there's 2 kids involved, but it was just the amount that I give.
What amount were you giving previously?
The $500.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Next witness.
The state calls Ms. Montano as a witness.
Okay, go ahead.
Ma'am, how are your children insured?
Through Medicaid.
Do you have any private insurance for your children?
No, ma'am.
And you disagreed with the 575 child support obligation, is that correct?
Yes.
And what amount of child support did you want?
If we can break even at 600, if he can agree to that, then yes. If not, then I'm willing to agree at the 575.
Okay. And as to the issue of geographic restriction, ma'am, do you have any plans to leave El Paso for work or educational purposes?
No, ma'am.
Is your family from El Paso?
Most of my family, yes.
Have you always resided in El Paso since having the children?
Yes, ma'am.
Does Mr. Armendariz's family live in El Paso?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to be able to move anywhere with your children?
No, ma'am.
So you would like your children's residence to be fixed to El Paso County or the surrounding counties?
Yes, ma'am.
And you believe that's in the best interest of your children?
Yes.
Permission to recall Mr. Armendariz as to the issue of geographic restriction?
All right, go ahead.
Mr. Armendariz, would you like your children to be able to move anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, if they want to.
Do you have plans to leave El Paso for work or educational purposes?
Not at the moment, no.
Do you believe it's in the best interest of your children to be able to live anywhere as opposed to only in El Paso?
Yeah.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, just to clarify a couple of things, Mr. Mendez, you said you work at Lowe's. You're getting paid $16.42 an hour.
Yes, sir.
Do you work overtime?
No,
Okay. And is this your only income that you have?
that's correct.
Okay. Your employer does not provide health insurance for your dependents?
They do, but I will have to be in it. It's not like if I can put my own kids just for themselves.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Ms. Kaplan, recommendation?
Your Honor, based on $16.42 an hour and a 40-hour work week, with 2 children before the court and a $128 cash medical support amount, the state has calculated the guideline child support for 2 children to be $574.83, rounded to the nearest dollar to be $575, and for 1 child before the court, the guideline support amount has been calculated to be $459.86, rounded to the nearest dollar, $460. The state is requesting guideline child support in the amount of $575 for 2 children and $460 for 1 child before the court, with a cash medical support amount of $128. All obligations to commence December 1st, 2020.
Okay. All right. All right. Mr. Armendariz, you heard the recommendation of the state with regard to the child support.
Yes, sir.
Are you in agreement with their recommendation, sir?
I mean, yeah, go ahead and do it. I don't want to.
Okay. Well, Mr. Armendariz, it does appear that the amount that's been calculated is in accordance with the child support guidelines that the family code has in this case. Basically takes into account your income, number of children before the court, and if you had any other children. It also takes into account the medical support, in this case, through the government insurance,
Mhm.
health insurance available through your employer. And if you did, I don't know if it probably be more expensive than what they're recommending that I set in medical support.
Yeah.
So that Ms. Manzano doesn't have health insurance for the kids as well. So it does appear to me that the amount of the child support is in according to the guidelines. And that's what I would order in the case. Okay. Manzano, you heard the recommendation. Are you in agreement with their recommendation, ma'am? Did you hear me, Ms. Manzano?
No, Your Honor, I didn't hear you.
Okay, the recommendation is for the child support to be set at $575 a month, commencing on December 1, and medical support to cover the health insurance for the children. Right now, it's through the government health insurance, and medical support to be $128. My question to you is, are you in agreement with their recommendation, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. That'll be the order of the court. All other matters have been approved by the court. There will be geographical restriction to El Paso County, Texas. Anything else, Ms. Kaplan?
Nothing further, Your Honor, at this time. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Kaplan, go ahead and submit the order to me directly so I can go ahead and review it and sign it. And once I sign it, the order will be filed with the clerk's office, and copies of the order will be sent to the parties. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else? Anything that we haven't addressed, Ms. Kaplan?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So that will conclude our hearing for today. Thank you all very much for your participation in this matter. At this time, the court will conclude the hearing and parties are free to go at this time. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.